Bitch, you guessed it. Oh my god. Hi, Shanti coming at you. Cheers to the bitch squad. B squad. Dude, so much love. So much love. Okay. Cheers moment. This is just straight up some H2O. Okay? 'Cause it's hot. I'm sweating. I got my sweat mustache going on deck. Okay, neutrality. Let's talk about it. What it is, what it's not, how to achieve it, how to not achieve it. Okay? Because there's so many people out there talking about and teaching about neutrality, and they are not doing it. They're just not. They don't got it. All right. Let's talk about it. All right. How many of us have heard of neutrality? Yes. Okay. And if no, that's okay. Welcome. Okay. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome. Oh my God. Mwah. Okay. What's this? That was some celestial communication. Okay. All right. I am Shanti Teg in the spiritual scene. I teach Kundalini Yoga. I am a Kundalini yogic scientist, practitioner. I specialize in emotional health. I have my own modality, emotional expression, systematic emotional expression technique. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Don't fucking listen to me. Fast forward and bye. Okay, next. But dude, neutrality, and it's not that I'm not a fan. Okay, I am, right? But there's a way to get there, and there's a way to fake it. And most people that I have come into contact with and witnessed practicing neutrality are faking it. They're shoving their emotions down. They are repressing. They are stifling. They are faking it. They are mimicking something that they think neutrality should be. And it's just not it. That's not neutrality. And I've talked about this before, but I'll talk about it again. You know, I am not your typical healing arts practitioner, okay? When you go into a healing arts center, you know, and things are changing, so please believe things are shifting. But, you know, when I first, got started years ago, I didn't kind of fit the bill, so to speak, okay? I didn't fit the bill. And I was pumped to not fit the bill. I didn't want to fit the bill, okay? Most of the people that I was working with, or even like the client of, and these are gorgeous, wonderful people, but they just had some different stuff going on there. And some of them, I call it the airy-fairy, had the airy-fairy thing going on, this kind of like disassociated from their actual emotions and what's happening in 3D life situation going on. That is totally disassociated, okay? And that isn't healthy. That's not grounded. That's not doing the work. That is, you're not going to be able to actually achieve neutrality in that space, right? So what the fuck is neutrality? Okay, well, neutrality is the ability to take a higher vantage point perspective, okay, to be able to see all moving parts within any given circumstance or scenario, and then just observe. And then one of my teachers, hey, you know who you are, observe and then correlate, observe, correlate, observe, and correlate, okay? So the observer is very much the space of the neutral mind, right? We're going to observe with neutrality. And how do we observe with neutrality? By that higher vantage point and the ability to see all sides of any given circumstance, yeah? Okay. Now, how do we fucking get there? Well, how do I get there? How you don't get there is by repressing your fucking emotions and your personality and becoming this like spiritual drone that has no fucking personality or expression, because emotional expression, heaven forbid, is a human fucking trait. But you know what? You came here to live a human experience, or a human hybrid experience, however you want to fucking call that, okay? And with that comes chakras, okay? Energy centers. And with those energy centers comes emotion. And with emotion, specifically emotional expression, we have prana. Prana is the medium of life force energy, and just like breath being the vehicle of that life force energy, so is emotional expression. And so if you stop breathing, you're going to stop the flow of life. We meet our death, and that's why we do in Kundalini yoga. We're fucking around and finding out with all different types of breathing techniques, including holding the breath, suspending the breath, suspending the life, and being in command over the life, being in command over the death. Okay, that's some advanced practice, right? Well, we can unpack that. But right now, we're gonna keep it simp, and simp is beautiful. I revisit simp all the time. Simp by simp, I mean simple from the beginnings. Okay, and again, if you're new, fuck yes, and if you're not, fuck yes. Okay. All right, so you're not going to be able to achieve anything with repressed emotions. That's why I say that emotional health is foundational to all things, even comes before mental health. Why? Now, I'm sure you've heard, or maybe you haven't, that thought creates the emotion. Yes, but chances are, if you're watching this and if you're living life on the planet, you've had some time to observe some stuff and like grab onto some thought forms. Am I right? Okay. And then from those thought forms, emotions were created, yes? And then when those emotions are created, chances are you didn't always express those emotions in a responsible way, and you most likely repressed some stuff, especially if it was uncomfortable. And happiness and joy and celebration can be just as uncomfortable as sorrow and grief, yeah? Okay. Okay. So that's why I say emotional health is foundational. And if we are repressing emotion, we are tethered to a lower vibrational frequency, where you kind of call it like tethered to the lower realms of the physical life, okay? And then beyond that, we then get tethered to the realms of the non-physical experience as well. Do you know what I mean? And if you don't, that's okay. So there's no possible way that you're going to be able to repress all of your emotions, bypass all previously repressed emotions, and be able to reach a higher vantage point of consciousness to achieve genuine neutrality. It's just not going to fucking happen. So if you're out there and you're listening and you're one of these people that are bypassing their emotions because you think you're better than, that having a spiritual life doesn't come with emotional expression, well, honey, think again. Good luck with that. Okay, you have to unpack. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this channel. That's why I'm doing these episodes, because I want to be available to more people. I want these teachings and these conversations in this community to be wide and to be broad and to be supportive and to be loving and to have conversations that no one else is really having, even in the spiritual scene. Yeah? And, and we're going to start noticing the importance of healthy emotional expression more and more and more. Okay, because it's a pressurized time. And now more than ever do we need to have neutrality. We need to have access to neutrality. So we can have that higher vantage point, be able to see all sides of the circumstance, and then just observe. And then the longer we observe, and the longer we are able to hold that neutral, higher vantage point space, then we go, oh, there's right action. The path gets lit within the navigational system. Okay, your inner navigational system becomes clear. Okay, and then you're able to make your choices and do the stuff and make the action, and create the thing and do the stuff. Yeah. Okay. All right. So neutrality doesn't mean frozen, emotionless, personality-less drone. That is not it, okay? Genuine neutrality looks like doing the fucking work, digging deep into the trenches of emotional repression, purging that in a way that's responsible, and that's where the emotional expression technique comes in, which I do, and there's some other modalities that are gorgeous that can help you with that, because, exercise isn't going to get rid of your repressed rage. It just won't. Exercise is healthy. You have to do it. I support that. But it's just two different things, okay? And exercise, yes, can help the nervous system and support the nervous system, but emotional expression is emotional expression. And if you have emotional repression, the only way rise up and out of that and untether yourself is through emotional expression. And there's a way that you can do it that's very systematic, that's very responsible, that's within like a safe space, a contained space, right? So you're not out in the world having fucking temper tantrums, because God knows there's enough people having temper tantrums right now because they're repressing their fucking emotions, and then they get triggered, and then, oh my God, the fucking backlogged emotions are like this hostage situation that sees the light at the end of the tunnel that trigger is created, and then they bum rush the gates, and then, lo and behold, an adult-sized temper tantrum, and it's not a good fucking look. Am I right? It's not a good look. It is not a good look. So, cheersies. Let's have a cheers moment. And I hope that cleared up a little bit about what neutrality actually is, what it's not, and how to achieve it, okay? Now, I'm not going to go into the actual steps of emotional expression in this episode, but we'll get there. But really, you know, this is meant to be entertainment, educational. It's an invitation of consideration, yeah? And then, you know, really working in a group scenario or one-on-one scenario is the way to go to actually get into this. But, you know, let this information kind of like settle, let it simmer, let yourself kind of, you know, be in that space of like, whoa, this is fucking weird. This is new. Can I sit with this? Can I observe and correlate? Can you? And real talk, who doesn't have fucking repressed emotions? We all came here because we all came here with the invitation to repress our shit available to us because it wasn't socially acceptable or blah, blah, blah. And there's a whole fucking unpack of that agenda that we can get into another time. But right now it's like, that's what neutrality is. Neutrality is full expression. Then from that full expression, we get to untether ourselves in the lower realms and then reach that higher vantage point. So not only can we have this ability to observe all sides, but we can have compassion for all of it and realize we signed up to experience the full scope of life, the full scope of emotion, the full scope of experience. Yeah? Am I right? Oh my God. So much love to the bitch squad. Thank you so much. See you so soon.